It is the season of AFCON, and we are bringing you sights, sounds, people, and places all the way from Morocco. I have some terrific guests this morning, and they are all in Morocco, whilst I am in the serene hills and the green vegetation of Wasimi in Ogun State. But today's program is going to start with my editorials in four national newspapers, the Vanguard, the Guardian, Complete Sports Online, and of course, Daily. Oh, see, I've forgotten my last Niger Times. That's also online. So it's Complete Sports and Niger Times online. Okay, so, and of course, later in the show, you will be able to participate when you call in on 070022551037 or 08127828497. You can get us on either of those two numbers. But I'm truly excited this morning because we'll be bringing you behind the scenes voices all the way from AFCON. But it will all start with my editorial after this short break. After the break.
Hi, my name is Yinka Davis. Keep on listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Don't you touch that dial.
This is Eagle 7 Sports Radio Station, live in the heart of Ogun State, Nigeria. We are the station with a difference, the station with a dream, the station with a vision. Our vision will unravel the mystery of sports. Our vision will take your understanding of sports to where it's never been before. Our vision will dissect sports to your understanding and catch your interest and connect you to sports. For up-to-date highlights, just stay tuned to Eagle 7 for music that will get you tapping to the beat and dancing from your seat. Stay hooked to Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM.
The lush green grass of AFCON 2025. AFCON 2025 has ticked most of the boxes in the measure of a great African football festival, even in the first week since it started. The low attendances at many of the matches are probably the only setback so far. The opening ceremony was beautiful, simple in execution, and culturally rich in content. The pyrotechnics were brief but beautiful too. The ceremony definitely ranks amongst the best that I have seen in AFCON history. Beyond that, the various stadia in Rabat, Casablanca, Macfez, where I probably scored the best goal of my career in 1984, and so on, score very high also in architectural design and state-of-the-art facilities. They are all masterpieces built with a future in mind, the 2030 FIFA World Cup. The quality of football has been good. However, in the first week, it has lacked the level of drama of the 2024 AFCON in Abidjan that produced suspense and dramatic results in several of the early games worthy of an Oscar. By the time I'm writing this, the Super Eagles have played only one match against the Tafia Stars of Tanzania. But by the time you are reading me this morning, however, they would be playing their second match against Tunisia this evening. I pray they survive, even with a drawn game. That would be good enough. The Eagles, as predicted by most analysts before the championship, labored through their first match. Even in victory, the team did not play brilliantly and never looked anywhere like a team preparing to take home Africa's most coveted trophy. But having said that, no matter what happened in the match against Tunisia today, the team will still play well enough to qualify from the group stage and get to the knockout stage, beyond which the men will start to be separated from the boys. So far, the Super Eagles players generally have not been exceptional, truly exceptional. A few of the players have demonstrated some individual good performance, but collectively they have been struggling to play like a team. The rewards promised to the team for finishing as runner-up at the AFCON 2024 in houses and national honors were redeemed by the federal government on the eve of their first match in Morocco. No one knows now how that would impact or affect the team. We are not sure. Ordinarily, that should serve as motivation for the players to go out and play to win. But their performance immediately after did not reflect such. Was that move ill-timed and an unnecessary distraction and pressure for the team collectively? Well, the next set of matches will tell. The question that will now linger for the rest of the championship in their minds would be, what reward would the team get? Should they get to the final again, or for even winning the 2025 AFCON trophy? That's a big question. So far, from the comfort of my observatory in Wasimi, Nigeria, the AFCON 2025 has been an enjoyable and very colorful spectacle of football on television. The best part, however, has been the least commented on, even by the commentators on television and the reports in the media. Yet, to me, the most important item that makes possible the best football to be played, to be watched, to be covered for television, to be great advertisement for marketing to the world, has been the football grounds. Yes, the turfs. They have been of the very best quality, comparable to the best anywhere on the planet. The Moroccans have not spared anything, and in ample quantity, they have provided the most important single ingredient that ensures the best quality of football. As I expected, in Nigeria particularly, I've not read any comments about the immaculate condition of the turfs. Understandably, it is often taken for granted that turf condition would never be an issue at this level of event. No host would ever take it lightly. But not saying anything about it publicly in Nigeria does not help our football cause, because past and current administrators do not fully appreciate just how important it is, what impact it can have, and the level of transformation it can effect on the domestic game and leagues. If they did, Nigeria, with all the country's resources and achievements in global football, and the disappointment of not rising to the apex of the game and becoming one of the topmost footballing nations in the world as predicted by Pelé some 40 years ago would not be struggling to present a single stadium with a turf good enough for grade A FIFA matches. Simply put, a superb turf would always enhance the performances of Nigeria's players who are used to playing on the best grounds in Europe. It will also catalyze the development of an economic system around football in Nigeria. It is that simple. Outside Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria has no second ground good enough for matches that will catalyze the transformation that domestic Nigerian football needs so badly. It is not taken as very critical by most football stakeholders in Nigeria. They do not see it well enough. Even if they do not seem to know what to do to change things around. Despite decades of my personal sermonizing and trying to raise awareness about this simple single item, nothing has happened in 30 years to show it is appreciated and understood for its seriousness. Incidentally, the story is similar in several other African countries. I know this because I was in the CAF committee. Until that attitude changes and we start to install excellent grounds of grass for training and for matches around Nigeria, the dream to join the league of the best in the world would remain just that, a dream. By the way, even the Uyo Stadium is not good enough and is too expensive to maintain. As we continue to watch and enjoy the matches coming out of Morocco, I urge all Nigerians to appreciate more closely and to watch the quality of the playing turfs and observe the pleasure at the feet and on the faces of the players performing, unhindered by poor turf at the AFCON, where lush, green, flat, well-manicured grass fields make all the difference. Join me after the break.
I am Kadri Kana, MON, former ex-international, CAF award-winning coach. You are listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM.
We are Eagle 7, 103.7 FM.
We're at the boat, you rock the party here on Eagle 7 Sports Radio Station 103.7. Stay locked in. We got you covered.
I am Kadri Kana, MON, former ex-international, CAF award-winning coach. You are listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM.
Welcome to Peak Super Eagles AFCON 2025 Moments, powered by Peak, official milk of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Every day is a good day to power on with a Peak breakfast. Have you had yours? Peak. Reach for your peak.
Spirit in camp is high as Super Eagles square up against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia in the top of the table Group C match at the ongoing 35th Africa Cup of Nations, scheduled for the 35,000 capacity Complex Sportif de Fez Stadium, Morocco. Just as they did in the first game against Tanzania, the players are determined to play for 3 points to achieve their quest to be group leaders. Franco-Malian-born tactician Eric Schell is likely to stick to his starting 11.
Now, I cannot talk about my 11 start, so we will see at the beginning of the game. I can tell you something. Now in my mind, I have 2 options. The first is maybe to let the ball to Tunisia, and try to, when we get the ball back, go directly to score a goal.
Super Eagles and Fulham of England midfield maestro Alex Iwobi set to clock his 93rd cap for the national team tonight as as the Nigerian side file out against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. Iwobi, who is expected to play a key role in Nigeria's challenge for the three-pointer stake, admits he never regretted his decision to play for Nigeria after featuring for the England youth team, and believes the Super Eagles can go a step further to clinch the African crown for the fourth time in Morocco after a disappointing loss to Cote d'Ivoire at the last AFCON final in 2023.
Yeah, it's always an honor to represent my nation. Every time I'm called upon to do so, I try and give 100%, and I'm proud to wear the colours of Nigeria. The next aim in the AFCON is to try and win it.
This update was brought to you by Peak, official milk of the Super Eagles, and produced by Hot Sports.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
We're at the Bojo Rock Party here on Eagle 7 Sports Radio Station 103.7. Stay locked in. We got you covered.
Hi, my name is Mr. Austin Owen Guavon, Technical Director of Nigeria Football Federation. Keep listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM.
Welcome back. Yes, we are joining my guests in Morocco. I'm so happy that they are here with me. But I like to see the voices. I like to see the faces. Let me introduce. I see going in and coming out. Well, the first to appear here is beautiful Fumilola Odegbami. Hey, Fumi, good morning.
Good morning, Dad. How are you, sir?
Good. Is it that cold in Morocco?
Yes, it is cold. It is freezing, actually.
Wow.
It is freezing, yes. It's been raining almost every day.
Wow. I thought I saw Oluwaseun Lawal there a while back. Maybe he's struggling with his Wi-Fi.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
But I'm sure it's up now. It will come back in just in a little bit.
Okay, yes. Well, we have there Fumilola Odegbami. And I had a surprise call this morning from Morocco. A good friend of mine. I hope he joins us. He's a rider, a bike rider. Those motorcycle people that ride, that ride bikes. And he's an old friend in Abeokuta. So I'm waiting for Doya to also join us from Morocco. I don't know what you guys are doing in Morocco. Well, Sheung is here now. Sheung, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
It would be nice to see your voice, to see your face. Aha.
Good morning.
Aha, with the beards. You these young men and your beards these days.
So great to be on your show, sir.
Fantastic. Well, it doesn't look as if it is too cold for you. Look at Fumilola and look at...
It's very cold.
Okay.
The weather is very cold out here. It's very cold.
Okay, I was going to ask you, each one of you, is that your first time in Morocco? Is that your first time living?
Yes. That's my first time. It's my first time in Morocco, yeah.
Okay. Fumilola, your first time?
It's my first time as well.
Okay.
Yes, it is my first time.
Okay, so how do you find Morocco? Where exactly are you in Morocco to start with, Fumilola?
I'm in Fez.
Okay, in Macfez. What of Sheung?
I'm in Fez too.
Okay.
That's where the Super Eagles are camped. So we are there to support them.
Okay. Let me tell you both a story. In my editorial, I read that, in Macfez, I scored, in my own reckoning, the best goal of my career, of my entire career.
Wow.
I had a recording of that goal until, I don't know, a few weeks before I left Lagos for Abeokuta. I was moving my things. And unfortunately, I can't find it now, but I will still get it one way or the other. In my reckoning, that was the best goal I scored in my entire career. Playing in the quarterfinals of the Africa Club Championship between Shooting Stars and a team in Macfez anyway. And I scored that goal. It was just so beautiful. Well, Nigerians will see it one of these days. So,
hopefully.
So, Macfez. So let's start this way. We start with Sheung. How easy or difficult was it for you to go from Nigeria to... No, don't let me start like that. Let me even start from this position. Look, I am not in Morocco now because I did not feel comfortable to go because of the Super Eagles, all those results and everything. And that appears to be the general feeling. That appears to be the general feeling. So what gave you, is it courage or motivation? What are you doing in Morocco with the Super Eagles that did not do so well before?
Yeah. So for me, Super Eagle has always been is part of every Nigerian. So there's no how badly they are playing. You still have a soft spot for them one way or the other. So no matter how angry you are, when they are still playing, you still want to, okay, what is the result? Let me just hear, what is the result? Are they winning or they are losing? So I just felt so good, like, okay, it's my first time going to watch them live. Okay, let me just give it a try. And also, okay, I'm coming to Morocco, okay, to showcase some of my African prints because I'm a fashion designer. So I just said, okay, it would be a good idea to spend my Christmas and maybe part of my New Year in Morocco with the guys, at least watching them, So I just said, okay, let me give it a try. Let me just go with the love of Super Eagles, of course, and okay, seeking business and all that. So I just said, okay, let me come. So that was what gave me the push to come, and the whole process was very seamless. There was no too strict. Just go online, get your fan ID, get your visa. It was an e-visa thing, so get your visa and all that. So, but Morocco really make it very easy for people to come in, and transiting from the airport to wherever we are going, they seem so friendly, Even walking on the streets, they are waving us. Like, they love Nigeria so much. I don't know that Moroccans love Nigeria this much, because walking on the streets, and I'm wearing my red cap, I think maybe that was one of the things that is fascinating them, because this guy is wearing a color that's similar to our flag. So they're always waving me on the road. Hey, Nigeria,
you are supporting Morocco. Nigeria supporting Morocco.
Nigeria, Okocha, Rashidi Yakini. So they are mentioning those old guys' names. So that in some kind of way make me so comfortable walking around, moving around. I was in a coffee shop, Coffee Challenger, just around the stadium yesterday, and the love was just so much. They were just all greeting us, all extending their. So now they are saying Morocco, Nigeria for the final. Morocco, Nigeria for the final. Morocco, Nigeria for the final. So that has been what has been on their mouth since when we got in from the airport down to Fes. So It's been amazing. It's been amazing.
Okay, I know that Funlola has not been to a Super Eagles match before. I can't, because if she had been, she would have disturbed the life out of me in Nigeria. So you tell us your own experiences, everything. Why you decided to go.
You literally took the thoughts out of my mouth.
Okay.
Honestly, yes. So the motivation was to watch Nigerians, the footballers, play on the pitch. Honestly, yes, I've been watching them on TV, and I felt like we Nigerians, we criticize them a lot. Yes, they play bad sometimes. Yes, sometimes they're good, but I felt the need to actually enjoy it and feel what they feel, experience what they feel on the pitch. Yes, I'm not going to be running around, but considering the weather right now, in my head, I'm thinking, how are these guys going to even play with this kind of freezing weather? Yesterday I was told that they had their training yesterday, and it was raining. And this guy had to still train, even in the rain. How is this even, I'm just wondering, how can these guys even cope?
It is a tough life, it is a difficult life. Go on.
So yet we criticize them and blame them for one or two things on the pitch, but then that's just my motivation. let
Okay,
me
what
let
of
me
the process?
experience
What of the
it.
process of getting to Morocco, even taking the decision to come?
Well,
How hard was that for you?
honestly, I was indecisive. I was indecisive. I was like, should I go? Should I not? Would it be a good experience? Would it be? So at some point, I just said, you know what, for me, just go, just do it. Just do it. At least for the first time, take the risk. But getting the visa was very easy. It was absolutely very easy. And then flight down. I need to even give kudos to Air Morocco. The
Yes.
flight
Yes.
was very easy. The landing was the smoothest I was the smoothest I've ever experienced. Usually I cringe when the flight is about to take off or come or descend. This I didn't cringe. I didn't even feel it. It was really smooth. And then they were orderly. There was so much orderliness. The airport authorities were nice. They were friendly. They were warm. And like Sheon said, they kept saying Nigerian, even though a lot of them didn't understand English particularly, but they tried as much as possible to communicate with us, and they didn't make the process so hard. It was seamless. And then the transportation from Casablanca, because I landed in Casablanca. From Casablanca to Fez was easy, although it was cold. I wasn't expecting the weather to be this freezy, but it's worth the experience. And then I also met a Moroccan on the train, and the guy was really nice, telling us about the food. He was like, "Oh, you need to try this food. You need to try that food. Go to this place. Go to that place." I'm like, "Okay, okay." So it was.
So what of on the streets? On the streets, your own experience as a woman and all that.
On the street, people look at me. They're looking at me and like, this eye of black. They're not so bad, but there's a look, this look of, oh, this is a stranger, obviously. This stranger look and then they say hi. The drivers are warm. They ask you, okay, are you Nigerian? The first thing that comes out of their mouth is, are you Nigerian? Nigeria, you? Nigeria? Nigeria? And then I went to a restaurant. The guy said, "Oh, if I'm a Nigerian, he will serve me. But if I'm not a Nigerian, he's not going to serve me." So I was like, "Yeah, I'm Nigerian." He said, "Oh, okay, sit down. I'll serve you. I'll bring it for you." I said, "Okay." Nigeria is ringing a good bell here. It's a Christmas for Nigeria. So it's been good. On the street is good. The street is calm, very quiet, very serene. No, and I experienced the culture shock, which was in Nigeria. When you want to cross, you'll be flagging down the cars like, stop for me now, guys, stop for me, make a cross. But here you don't have to do that. At some point, I ran through the zebra crossing, and the guy was like, no, you don't have to run, just take a walk, they'll stop. That was a culture shock for me, and it was a good experience. I was looking very local, but then...
Local, Lagos babe, looking local in Morocco. Anyway, Sheon, you are the businessman. And part of your motivation was to go explore the possibility of business there. So how has that aspect been? Fashion, and then your expectations that, people would buy. Was it the Nigerian people you thought would buy, or the Moroccans, and so on and so forth? Just tell us that aspect of you, your fashion and your experience, at least business-wise.
Oh, okay. So for now, I would say fashion-wise, is freezing out here. So majority of the things, I'm just wondering, how are we going to fly it? Because they're meant to be staffed, freely and all that. So, but it's been amazing. Funny enough, Nigerians, it's as if like they're just saying, the stuffs for the first time. Like they are really liking it, picking it up one after the other. We have not even gone really well on the streets, to sell and all that, but people are already picking up, from the hotels and all that. People that were just, hanging out with, people that we just met one-on-one and all that. So people are already picking it up. So looking forward to today's match, to go out all out, meet more audience, meet more people, getting making their way into the stadium and just, showcasing what we have to them. And just make it basically Nigerian, our print, our stuff. So basically, I think it's going to be a very good time out here,
Okay. Did you watch the first match?
No, I came in after the first match.
Okay. Funlola, did you watch the first match?
No, I only watched on
TV.
On TV.
Okay. So you are going to have a terrific experience going to the stadium. Funlola, have you ever been to a stadium to watch Super Eagles anywhere, even in Nigeria?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Okay. What of Shehu? Ever been to watch the Super Eagles?
Yes, National Stadium. Very long time. Very long time.
So you are not the regular football supporter and all that?
No, I watch football like on TV, but never been to the stadium frequently, more than one, just not more than once.
So what, as a first timer in Morocco, I know you have described some of your experiences on the street, and even Funlola talked about culture shock. But what were your expectations? Some things must have been on your mind going to Morocco. So how different is what you found on ground to what you had in your mind that you were going to find in Morocco? Is Morocco more developed than you thought? Is an African country? Was it going to be like Nigeria? What were the thoughts, your expectations, and the reality of what you found finally in Morocco? Shehu? And Fez is not their biggest city. Fez is like, instead of being in Lagos, you are in Ibadan, something like that.
Yes.
Two different environments. So what do you think? Are your expectations close to the reality of what you found?
Yeah. So one of the shock for me is the weather. I will always go back to that. One of the shock for me is the weather. I never knew it was going to be this very cold, and another shock was I was thinking there were going to be more people on the street and all that. So I think the weather really make people stay indoor more than being on the street. So I was thinking it's going to be like a kind of a festival whereby people will be on the road, everybody will be vibing, different countries, doing their thing, Nigerian guys hanging out somewhere, vibing, gyrating, all those kind of things. So those are the pictures I have in my mind, going with the pictures you see, doing World Cups, doing, some tournaments. So I just feel basically, for me, one of the shock was the weather. The weather change was one of the things. So maybe
just hold it there. Just hold it there. We have to go on a commercial break. Okay. Just hold it there. When we come back, I like that. I like that. The reality different from your expectations. It's like going abroad for the first time. It happens to every one of us. So we'll be taking this short break, and then when we come back, we'll continue with our conversation after the break.
My name na Dede Mabiaku, and you're listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM. They could not listen to Ramo.
Hello, I'm Frank Edo, and I implore you to always listen to Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7, because that is where you can fly high.
Hi, my name is Firdaus Bobulia, and I am one of the executive members of the global movement Put Children First, which is a Pan-African program where we want to place children's issues, especially education, high on the agenda. You are listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM.
Hi, my name is Mr. Austin Owen Guavon, Technical Director of Nigeria Football Federation. Keep listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM.
Shagway is really an artist these days. He's untouchable in that right flank. Shagway is still going, and it's in the net. It is in the net. Goal number 3, incredible.
Eagle 7 Sports Radio, the best sports.
It's lights out and away we go. Sebastian Vettel
station. The best for you. Eagle 7 Sports Radio. Fly with us.
Eagle 7 Sport Radio 103.7 FM. Don't touch that dial.
Welcome back. I was thoroughly enjoying what you were saying, Sheung, about the streets and so on and so forth. And you can go on. But let me add so that you can understand my thinking. When Ghana hosted, for example, hosted AFCON, the streets of Ghana, the houses on the streets of Ghana, the taxis around the city of Ghana, the shops along the way, they were all painted in the colors of the Ghanaian national flag. Everywhere you turned, you will find those colors.
Wow.
And people who were just walking around, everybody was wearing one color or the other deliberately. So that was the first time I would experience that, but that was in Ghana. They made sure that everywhere you went, you felt the festival. Or you could go to a place, and you don't even feel anything. You don't see anything on the street. The only place you get the action is when you get to the football field. But you have not even been to the football field. So go ahead with your narration of, your experiences. And anyway, how difficult was it? You've never been to Morocco before. How did you know the hotel to stay in? How was it going to the hotel? How expensive is it to even stay in the hotel? Or where are you staying? And all that kind of a thing, because you are giving Nigerians unique information about your personal experiences. So go on, let's hear you.
So, just like what you said, I was expecting a lot of that vibe of a festive kind of, having a lot of colors, a lot of, things happening on the street, just. So I'm just thinking about that because at least I've watched documentary of events, how it plays out, where there will just be an hangout here, some people parking themselves on this side, doing some kind of, their cultural thing, just playing around and all that. So I was expecting so much of that. So, and I'll still go back to the weather. I'm basically thinking maybe the weather affected the event in some kind of way.
The street life.
Yes, I'll say that. So booking hotels, you book online. There are many platforms online where you can book your hotel from. So you book online. You can make a reservation before you get in. So just like us, we make reservation before we get into Morocco. Just like booking your airline ticket and all that, looking for the one that is more favorable to your pockets, in terms of affordability and value. So basically, so those are the things.
Okay, let's hear Fumilola's own experience.
Okay.
Expectations on the street life, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, the street life. Yeah, when we got into the airport, I noticed that there was a banner, a backdrop, basically, that was written AFCON. It was all in support of the AFCON games, and I took pictures at the backdrop, and then it had a trophy, which was one of the things that signified that okay, the games is happening here. And then on the street, you will notice one or two banners here and there, but it's not vibing, it's not bubbly, you don't have loud music here and there like, regularly have in Lagos, on Lagos streets. No music. And then even the music are not the ones that are being played, that are silently being played, is not the regular music that you would probably incline your ears to. It's their own type of music, right? So we were opportune to go to the stadium yesterday. It was good. It was just cool. Everything was just cool, calm. And then we have the flags, the national flags of every country on the streets. Yeah, but it wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. Let's put that word, dramatic. It wasn't dramatic. And then for me on the other side, thinking about it, when I landed, the first thing that occurred to me was the fact that their houses are well coordinated. So it's not like you have a duplex here and you have a bungalow there. I'm speaking from the side of the real estate. Now, in Lagos, you have houses in different designs, patterns, and all of that. But here, you have the same kind of houses on one side. It's just pretty much very orderly. So, thinking about it, business-wise, the only thing I would say here is their apartments are not as luxurious as I would have wanted it to be, because Lagos mindset, I came with the Lagos mindset that, okay, I want to see something luxurious. I want to see places that are well lit up, people being dramatic. Nothing like that here. It's just people that are calm about their life, calm about everything.
Regular people.
Very regular. No, their cars are not. You can't.
Even their cars, yes. Even their cars.
Nothing. Their cabs are very, very small.
Simple.
5 people. Yes, you can barely fit in 5 people. So 4 people, you are just squeezing yourself in. So everything is just regular. No drama. No excessiveness. I don't think I even saw any huge SUV. So it's just. You don't have a choice but to just go with the flow. So it's just what it is. It's what it is.
Okay.
And I think maybe because we are used to the loudness, the vibing, the songs.
And I don't know where you are staying in Macphails, but in every city there is a downtown. There's a downtown area in every city. And what usually happens is that members of our supporters club, they are everywhere. And when we go for these championships, they usually constitute the largest single group of Nigerians. And wherever they land, because of their number, which usually is downtown that city, their impact is always so felt. Have you encountered members of the Nigerian Football Supporters Club in Macphails? Any one of you?
No, but we I think I flew with some of them.
I met a few of them yesterday when I went.
Hello, yeah. Okay. Lola, you go ahead. You met a few of them, and they didn't tell you where they were staying because they are the ones. Yeah.
Oh, they did. They were like, my Niger babe, have fun now. Now, where you there? So they told me where they're staying. I'm like, come check in now. We'll check things. Run out, on the street. Although I felt like, they shout now. No, they loud this kind of thing.
You are missing. That's where to be. If you go downtown, not all those luxurious apartments you are looking for.
But I told them I was going to come in. I was going to step in like maybe after the games today or on Sunday, and then we can all just jive together. Yes. Yesterday at the supermarket, we really related. Even the security guys that were with them, they were like, who is this person? And I'm a vibe of my own, so I just made the whole atmosphere a bit different. And I told them, we'll meet up. Maybe today after the games or tomorrow.
Sheung, you must team up with those guys. I tell you, that's where the action is. Those are the people that will go on the streets with their drums and trumpet, and they'll be walking and dancing around that environment, and they will just move the people.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
And they would discover for you a Nigerian joint. I can bet anything that there will be.
I need that. I need that desperately. I need that. That Nigerian joint. Not all this mede food that we be eating.
And if there isn't one, they will create one joint They will create a joint. You need to team up with the supporters. That's what we do. Anyway, and then of course, you said you went to the stadium yesterday. What's your impression of their stadium compared to what you have seen or here in Nigeria, the quality of the stadium, in your own opinion? Funlola?
Is neat. It is neat.
Okay.
Very neat. Well, in terms of structure, it's just about the same thing. It's nothing spectacular, but the only thing I noticed is the neatness and the orderliness. Maybe I'm just too particular about orderliness. Going in, coming out, it was pretty much orderly. It was neat. The air smelled different, and maybe it will be different when we go watch the game today. I don't know what to expect, but so far, because there weren't a lot of people, we had more media people on ground yesterday, and content creators. Everyone was behaving very orderly. The stadium was orderly. The stadium didn't have any crack, and we didn't have people selling things around the stadium like National Stadium in Nigeria. I need to be real. You don't have people selling things. You don't have the security personnel were not rude. They weren't. They were willing to listen. Maybe because they knew that they had language barrier. They were willing to navigate people easily. So unlike Lagos, when even at the gate somebody's already asking you Baba Fana, anything for the boys. Nothing. There was nothing like that.
That's the beautiful part of life now. In Nigeria, we are different.
Yes. But I kind of missed that thing. I kind of missed it because Nigerian men go don't say, babe, Afana, show us love.
Okay, let me tell you something again. I'm saying all of this because this is your first time out there. There is usually a place also somewhere around the town, somewhere around that town. Once the town is a venue for football, somewhere around the town, there's usually a fan fair place, like a fan park, where you would have a big screen and there'll be bars and all kinds of things. So people go there to watch. Yeah. Those that cannot go to the stadium to watch, go there to watch and to have a truly enjoyable social time. So when you don't want to go to the stadium, sometimes you go to the fan park and you even enjoy it more there. The interaction, the socialization, the fun, the music, the dance, everything is there. So watch out. I'm sure that Morocco, that are preparing for the World Cup of 2030, must be putting those things in place. And this is a dry run. So Sheun, your thoughts?
Yeah, man. I think somebody mentioned it to me on the street that there's a fan site very close to the stadium where that I will see more activities during the game. Like they'll be playing music, people will be there, gisting different, countries, different African countries will be there watching the game live. And say from there you can, mingle with other fans from other nations, gist, talk and all that. So I'm just looking forward to tonight's game. I'm looking forward to it so much, like to meet other people from other countries, just to, connect, network, and, just vibe.
Okay, well, we are wishing you the best of luck. Well, this is 90 Minutes with Mathematical, and my guests are Oluwaseun Lawal and Funlola Odegbami. Both of them are in McFairs. Is it Fairs or McFairs? The club is McFairs and the town is Fairs, I think.
Yes,
okay.
Town is Fairs.
Yeah, both of them are in Fairs in Morocco, and they are bringing us their first-hand experiences on their first trip to support this Super Eagles outside Nigeria, and it's been truly, truly fascinating. And this is coming to you via Eagle 7 Sports Radio in Wasimi in Nigeria. And you can join us in the conversation from now onwards. Let me give you the telephone numbers. 0700 22 55 1037. The second number is 081 27 82 84 97. You can just call us and be a part of the conversation. Ask them any questions. Pass your own remark. Let's talk about tonight's match, which is what we are going to be talking about next, the expectations and so on and so forth. So once again, this is Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 90 minutes with mathematical. Oluwaseun Lawal and Funlola Odegbami. So you can now start to call if you so wish. So the match of today, what are your thoughts? Nigeria against Tunisia. I don't know if you are both football buffs. Fumilola will not know much about the depths of football, so don't let me put her on the spot. You are muted. You are muted, so we can't hear what you're saying. But what do you think? What do you think? Let's start with Fumilola. What do you think? Nigeria, we didn't do so well in that first match, but maybe we'll get better with time. Well, we are playing against Tunisia, and that's a very, very strong team in Africa.
Yeah. Tunisia is a strong team, very strong. I watch ball, actually. I try not to be so engrossed in it because it is it goes deep into my system. I get agitated and sometimes I get angry when I see some wrong passes. I'm like,
What do you know about passes? What do you know about passes? Stop talking technical, my friend.
Sometimes I just feel like they could have done better, and I get angry. I get furious. I'm a Man U fan, so. Yeah.
How can you come on my program? On my program, see this woman. And you are mentioning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
My name is Oga Jeremiah. I'm calling you from Papa.
Okay, Jeremiah, good morning.
Super Eagles are going to win this match because we deserve it. Because as we deserve it, we are going to make us proud. No matter how Tunisia comes, Tunisia knows they do better more than Nigeria. Tunisia knows the better country more than Nigeria for football, in the game of football. But I wish the Super Eagles all the best of the luck. It will make us proud this night. But all I want you to say is the Nigeria Super Eagles need to score goals. They need to take their chances, because if they don't take their chances and if they don't score goals, Nigeria will defend. Thank you, and God bless Eagle Nation.
Okay, Jeremiah, thank you. He's praying for the Super Eagles. He thinks the Super Eagles will win, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's very good. That's very patriotic. Okay, Funlola, have you concluded?
No.
Your technical conversation.
I wanted to point out initially that the first game, Nigeria had more football. They had the ball possession the more, and I think they should have taken advantage of that. I thought they would. The goal difference would be like 3-0 or maximum, or at least 3-1. But with their ball possession, they should have done better. So I'm hoping that today's match will be better. Yeah, I know that the possession doesn't qualify if they win the match or not, but at least they should make use of the possessions and not just throw it away. Okay. I hope that the goal lines will be probably like 3-1 or 4-0. Some real
against Tunisia. Okay, you are allowed to dream. You are allowed to dream. And we will excuse you because you are a woman. Let me see if we have somebody on the line. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Who do we have here?
This is Reverend Mike Shoyemi.
Reverend Shoyemi, good morning. Good morning.
From Ashelo, Africa.
Okay, very good. Very good. You're welcome.
The standard of football in Africa now has gone to a level that you hardly, look down on anything. But for the fact that the internal problem that we have with our administrators, I learned that problem has been solved. Because it's time to be a moral booster for the players. When you settle the players, you treat them fine, when they get to the field, their morale will be boosted. You can recall your own days now, our days too. You understand me? They are well fed, but our own responsibility.
Well, we lost Reverend Shuyemi there, but he was saying that all the issues with Nigerian football has been solved, Nigerian players has been solved. But let me also inform you that the most successful coach in our history, foreign coach in our history, is Clemens Westerhoff. And his own belief and philosophy then was that if you make life comfortable for the Nigerian player, you don't do well. Let's take this call. Hello?
Hello, Big Shell. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Who do we have here?
You have Paul Albert from Baba.
Paul Albert. Mr.
Yes,
Albert.
sir.
You're welcome. So what are your views this morning?
I want to ask Shehu.
Shehu. Okay, he wants to speak with Shehu. Okay, go ahead.
I want to ask him some questions.
Go ahead.
As we go for business, how the business is moving there? Are they patronizing you? As I know, Nigeria culture club you carry go there. Is it only Nigeria that are patronizing you, or both the other Africans? Then another one, our players they are interested to play, but our people that are on top, you understand, they are not interested. They are only interested on wages that are coming out in sports. You understand? Look at where you people are playing. When this man, the man from, I think, Ondo State is the minister of sports, somebody Akinyele or something like that.
Alex Akinyele.
Amos Adamudem, the other man before, when Amos go out. Look at how football is in Nigeria that time. But this time around, that time they are nothing like if you want to contest for any president. You go and sing a campaign, sharing dollars, sharing naira, sharing pounds, so that you win election. When you share all this money, finish. After you win, you have to find a way to recover your money. That is what is worrying us now. That is the thing that has been stopping Nigeria. Where a player can go and suffer in the field, collect injury, win match, then to pay the bonus is wahala. When you ask, because you ask Alaji Biko last time, he said that the government is not producing money in time, this and that, giving us all sorts of stories. This is not supposed to be like.
But there's no such story this time anyway. There's no such
Thank
story.
you,
So let Shehu respond to you about. I asked him already though, but let him respond to you. He was asking if you are doing business well there now, if people are patronizing you already, and so on. That was his first question because you went there on business. Yeah.
So, okay, so basically the first person that approached me was a Tunisian, a guy from Tunisia. So he loved the cap I was wearing. He said, "How can you get it?" I said, "I have. Like I can sell it to you." He said, "Oh wow, that you love Nigerian print and all that." So and I've heard a lot about them liking our print and all that. So doing business here will be I think it will be so much easy because of the love. Number one, they love Nigerians a lot.
Hello.
And they are looking up to us when it comes to fashion, music, and all those things. So they are looking up to us a lot. So I think.
Am I on?
Yes, you are on. You are on. Just give us a second. Let him finish. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be a good place. They will love the products. Yeah, definitely. They will.
Okay. All right. Good morning. What's your name again? Let's start again. What's your name again?
And my prayer is that we will excel. We are going to scratch Tunisia. No matter the system, no matter what, the Lord will help us. I know in Tunisia still are playing. Yes, but then my prayer is that Nigeria will make it.
You Nigerians, you always love to pray. Nigerians love to pray. And as I was saying, Westerhoff, his own belief is that when you make life comfortable for the Nigerian player, that's when they disappoint you. When you make life hard, when there's crisis in the team and all that, the confusion, everybody thinks they will not do well, that's when they do well. That was Westerhoff, the most successful foreign coach in our history. That was his philosophy. Even when things were calm, as things are now, Westerhoff will say, no, don't give them now. Let them be agitating and all that. Let them be angry. And that's when the Nigerian goes out and performs. I don't know if that strategy would work these days where all the players are, most of the players are foreign. Anyway, so let's take this next caller. Hello? Hello? We have lost him. But okay, yes. So I was going to be praying for you, Sheung, that, I wish you the best of luck. I know that.
Thank you, sir.
I know that Morocco is a cultural center. It's they appreciate culture and traditions and so on. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, who is this? Where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Benjamin coming from Ajegunle, Abalabi.
Okay, this is Mr. Benjamin calling from Ajegunle, Abalabi. Where is that? Is that in Ogun State or Lagos State?
It's near beside the way of Ilaro.
Okay, Ilaro environment, that side. Yes, go ahead, make your contributions.
Just my little opinion for Nigeria this today. Let them play like a lion.
Play like what?
Yes, let them walk like lion in the field.
Okay, like lions. Let eagles play like lions.
Yes. So especially our keeper, he play much in the field. He will see so many things that are seeing. People will catch ball and will be looking around, will be shaking, will be running about. But no, he does too much. So for me, for them today, let them stand, let them run, let them move very well. For us to be seeing their more efforts in the field.
Okay.
If even Tunisia even win Nigeria today, but if you see their strength, we know that they try a lot. It's better that they will be moving, running here and there. They will move their brother up, their neighbor up, they will be training. Number 2 is Osimhen. He's very interrupted. He fails too much. Let our Nigerians not focus only in Osimhen to win our game. If Osimhen is too fast, let them choose another person. So Nigeria will go today.
Okay. Well, Shehu, technically now, I hope you heard what that gentleman said. We have problem with our goalkeeper who plays too much with the ball. We have problem with Osimhen, he says, because the man, they vex too much. If he doesn't do well, they should remove him. But technically, Fumilola tried there. But what do you think of the team now? And should we just revert to prayer again, or what? Or what are your expectations against Tunisia?
No, I think the guys are trying their best, and I just think, like, I was having a conversation with someone last night, and I was trying to tell him that individually the guys are amazing, they are great, they are top players in their team, and they're also starters. Majority of them are starters in their team. So what they need to do more is work more as a team, not as an individual. I think is very key for them to work more as a team and not as an individual, because there is so much of individual playing, and looking at them, they're like what Fumi said, there are many. Their final passes are not usually great. Their final passes are not usually great. So I don't know how they can technically do that. I don't know why that, they had a lot of chances in the first game, but the final passes are usually wrong. So I don't know what the coach can do about that. And I'm just thinking, is it a coach thing or a player thing? So, but the guy trained last night, and even with the rain, they were inside the rain training. So those are some of the things we don't see on hygiene, like their conditions, the condition in which they are training in and all that. So, but last night it was very cold and it was also raining, and they were training still, preparing for the game of today. So I think they also know what it entails and the expectation Nigerians have basically, and them losing the only ticket we have to qualify for the World Cup. I think they want to also play to make us feel better and make us proud in this AFCON. So I hope they will do better.
Well, personally, me, I don't want to be commenting technically on these issues, but
as a legend.
No. You see, when it comes to football, it's not a science. It's not as if there's anybody out there who has the answer, who has the solution. If you follow this formula, then this is the result. If in football, the 2 + 2 will never be 4. No matter how much you coach a player, when he gets on the field of play, the circumstances change, and he now has to adapt to the circumstances, be very creative, use his
initiatives,
skills, his initiatives and all of that, and start to do things. Most of the time, it is up to the player. It's not even up to the coach. The coach may put up the structures, the general structures, the template. But what you find on the field is totally different. You plan against a defender, and suddenly you find that you cannot even go past that defender. So immediately you start to change, or they change you. So there is no answer. Nobody has the answer. I don't have the answer, for sure. But we have to be humble also sometimes to give credit to the other side, because it's not as if we are just going to go there and play our own, and then the other side will be looking at us while they are playing. So you must give credit to them. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, who do we have here? He's gone. So we must give credit to the other side as well. The Tunisians are not a walkover. We have never found them to be easy. And because we too are not doing so well, this time around, so it's not going to be easy. But
hello,
we'll succeed. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Hello?
Good morning. Okay, Mutairu. Good morning. Yes, go ahead.
In 1978, in Accra.
In 1978 in Accra.
In Accra, you are in the team that played against Tunisia.
Yes.
If I'm right.
Yes.
We had the Tunisia scored for us, and we equalized.
Yes.
We equalized, and they walked out.
They protested and they walked out in 1978.
They walked out.
Yeah.
The Tunisia walked out, and the aftermath event was that the match was awarded to us, the top place match.
Yes.
What was the atmosphere in the team before and after the match?
Oh, I should tell you the atmosphere in the team.
Yes, before and after this match of 1978.
Before Shehu and before Funlola were born. Oh boy. Well, 1978 Ghana. I was one of the pin-up players of that championship. Yes. There was so much. I was more popular in Ghana than even in Nigeria. And anyway, but that was the third place match. You see, it was the third place.
Exactly.
And they didn't like the manner in which we got our equalizer, the Tunisians.
Okay.
And they protested, and that was the end of the match, and that's how we got the bronze medal. Even though we should have won that gold in 1978, because we had a great team. We played Ghana hands down on their ground, and we just stupidly lost to Uganda. Uganda were just an average team, and one silly mistake during that game, and we lost that game, and that was it. Otherwise, that was one of our best Cup of Nations series. Yes, that was in 1978.
Okay.
But so, how are we going to do against Tunisia? Are you going to join us in prayer too?
I'm a player lead, but in football anything can happen. But what I say is that I can smell a draw.
A draw.
I smell a draw in that match. A draw. A score draw.
Okay. Me too. For some reason, I don't know. Me too. For some reason, I smell a draw too. For some reason, I don't know.
Many people have been saying it. Many people have been saying it.
Interestingly, I said it yesterday, but in my deepest mind, I'm hoping that we just have a win.
Yeah, all of us are hoping that for a win. But for a side that is not playing well, we are not the obvious thing, the truth. Well, even though there's nothing like truth, but from what we are seeing, from the experiences so far, we are not playing well. We are not playing very well. We are not playing at our best, and we are struggling. You see, from match to match. So we are not in such a shape that we would confidently just go and say we'll beat them 4-0, beat them 3-0. That is unrealistic. It does not mean we cannot beat them 3 or 4-0. On a good night, things could just work well for us, and before you know it, we are 3 goals up. But, on the scale of performances up till now, I think we would be overtly and recklessly optimistic to be thinking that kind of scoreline against Tunisia. So, a drawn match is good enough for us, because I know after this match, we are going to win the next match, and we are through to the round of 16, and then anything is going to be possible. So rather than lose, I think a drawn game for today, would be good enough for us. Okay, your thoughts, Funlola, as we start the countdown to the end of today's show. Your thoughts generally, you start to sum up for us your experiences, in the past. I don't know how many days you've been in Morocco, and what you expect will happen going forward. And have you really had fun? Is it worth it? All the trouble you took, the money you've spent, do you think it is worth it now? Would you do it again if you had the opportunity?
I would do
Before
it.
you answer, let's take this call before you answer. But just keep that question in mind. Hello? Hello? Okay, go ahead. Lola, go ahead.
So, I would definitely want to do it again, because experiencing other people's cultures, being in a different environment, seeing different faces, meeting different people, and just having seeing a different side of life is worth experiencing again and again. And I would definitely want to do it or love to do it again. Now, for my expectations as regards today's match, like I said, I would want them to win, right? And I'm looking forward to an exciting game. I'm looking forward to a very strategic game. I'm looking forward to the guys playing without ego, playing with humility. You just said that humility part, but they really need to come together and leave their eye horses, leave their individual giftings. Yes, use their individual giftings, but use it together, not individually, and humbly just come together, setting aside every difference, every annoyance. Sometimes they need the annoyance, like Osimhen's eagerness, Osimhen's anger sometimes is needed, because that anger sometimes drives him from my own look. It drives his actions, but it shouldn't drive his action to do the wrong things. It should drive his actions to do the right things and to kick the balls rightly, make passes rightly, and communicate properly with his teammates. So if all of them can humbly come together and have the same mindset, have the same vision, setting aside everything, every other thing, and just focus on what they need to achieve in the game, I think they will do very well. They'll do much, and they would put some excitement in the hearts of Nigerians watching all over the world. That being said, I just want to have a good time in Morocco and get back home and get to work.
Fantastic. Well, okay, your own final thoughts, generally about everything.
Okay. Like what she has said, we're just hoping the guys we step up tonight and do what they have to do and do what they know how to do best, because that's why they're in that team. There are several other people looking forward to wear that jersey and make the nation proud. So them being in that shoe, they should do better and they should know better. So they should put smiles in people's faces and make the holiday worth, while for football lovers and all that. So I just want to enjoy Morocco, try as much as possible to do my business, complying with the rules on ground and everything. So basically.
Fantastic.
Thank you for having us on the show.
Well, it's been truly refreshing. I want to thank both of you for joining me this morning, and I want to wish both of you the best of time for the rest of your stay in Morocco. I pray, I join other Nigerians in praying that the Super Eagles will win. When they win, you will see what will happen, even to your businesses. How people would want to identify with what you are doing, and they will support you, and they will patronize you, and so on and so forth. It's going to change completely. And even your own spirit too will change. You would love it more. You would walk on the street high with your head raised high. All that. And listening to you, let me make this admission that I was not thinking I would go to Morocco. I was not thinking. I did not plan. I did not seek. For the first time since 1970 something, this is the first time I would not plan to go for the Nations Cup, because in truth, I was fatigued with Super Eagles. Once I hear Super Eagles, I just get tired, for some reason. But my spirit is being lifted slowly, and listening to both of you this morning, tell me your experiences. The thing is stirring something in me. I'm thinking now, maybe I should start planning to pack my things. And yes, if Nigeria, let me say this, if Nigeria should win or draw today against Tunisia, just watch out for me, because you will soon see me in Morocco. You will soon see me in Morocco. And then I will take you around. I will show you around. I will show you what it means to go to the Nations Cup and to thoroughly enjoy it. Okay? So let's watch out for this evening's match.
Thank you.
I'm watching out for it, seriously.
I'm here for you.
You are praying for me. Because she knows she will disturb the hell out of me when I come. Okay. So, but that's fine. It's been a truly enjoyable morning this morning. This is 90 Minutes with Mathematical, coming to you live from our studios in Wasimi, the studios of Eagle 7 Sports Radio. I thank all of those that have participated in the show. I wish you a fantastic season. I wish all of us a very successful, with bountiful harvests as we go into 2026 of God's blessings in every way, in every aspect of our lives. And that 2026 is going to be the start of the best years for Nigeria as a country, the best years for Nigeria. And that would also include our sports. That would include our Super Eagles. Do you know that if the Super Eagles should win this cup, the effect of it, the radiation that will just touch every other aspect of our lives would be unprecedented. Nigeria would not be the same if the Super Eagles should win. So we will support them. let us, all of us, wherever we are, just support them in our prayers, in our wishes, and even physically in any way that we can. Don't let us give up. I am not going to give up. On that note, I thank you all. I wish you all a happy new year. From all of us here at Eagle 7 Sports Radio, seeing you in the new year. Bye for now.